Hello, welcome back to this channel. If you are new here, I welcome you. I am Virginie, interior designer, and I deal with houses that represent 100% who has to live them, from consulting to the entire renovation process. I also help foreigners who want to buy and renovate in Italy to support them all the process long. Difficult otherwise to follow from a distance. In this channel, I will talk about home, trying to give you helpful tips so that you can have your dream house, a house that represents you in depth and where you will always feel at your ease. Do you want to give a touch of color to your home, or do you want to change the existing colors, but you don't know how to do it? In today's video, I'll explain how to choose the right colors for your home. But before we get started, if you love everything related to the topic of home and renovation, remember to subscribe to my channel for more information on this topic. Don't forget to smash the like button because it's the best way to support this channel and my content. I will really appreciate it. The other day, it happened to me that a friend told me he wanted to change the colors of his house, that he had seen all my videos on the psychology of colors, that he had thinking over this several times, but that he absolutely could not decide. This was because there were too many colors that he liked and somehow felt could represent him. But rightly, and more importantly, thankfully, he didn't want to make his house an harlequin. So, how to choose the color of the house when there are so many ideas and maybe even a little confused? First of all, you must start from two important data: floors and fixture, especially internal ones such as door, presence of furniture. If you don't want to do a renovation, you have to keep the floors as they are. There is the possibility to color them, but you absolutely must call a professional to have a good and lasting result. So that's a color already present. And you can't underestimate it. If the floor has neutral colors, there will be no problems. But if, for example, you have a yellowish floor, you will have to take this into account. The same goes for interior windows and doors. Surely they are definitely easier to paint eventually, but if you didn't have the manual skill, didn't want to, or if you are renting a home and couldn't, these windows and doors have a color, and you can't pretend it's not there. Finally, the furniture. If you already have it and you don't want to change it, even those have their color to keep in mind. Taking these colors already present in the house, it will be enough to maintain a monochrome house, that is, using the same color, more or less saturated. Or you can make the right combinations, and you can do it in various ways. The first is by analogy, that is, using colors close to your main color. Or by extended analogy, that is, not only using the neighboring ones, but also those immediately after your main color. By direct contrast, using the complementary, or by divergent contrast, therefore not the direct complementary, but those on the side, exactly as you see in the picture. The last color scheme is triadic, and it's the obtaining by drawing an equilateral triangle on the wheel. There is also another way to find the right colors to take home. It is an indeed funny way, and this is true whether you start from scratch or have floor, fixtures and furniture, and is to use a photograph. Why? I'll tell you immediately. You have a million pictures under your eyes every day, and among them there will be some that excite you in a particular way. Am I right? Usually, those photographs have colors that we like and also represent us. Of course, if you have floors, fixtures or furniture, look among the photos you love for one that also has those colors, or at least very similar. Now you can take the colors in the photo and bring them all to your home. How to do it? Well, if you don't have photography programs, you can search for a program on the internet or an app on your mobile phone that can create color palettes for you from your photos. For PC, for example, you have HD Rainbow or Adobe Color. For mobile, there are many, but I can recommend Palette, which applies to both Android and iOS, or Adobe Capture. For example, from PC, I made this test. Can you see? It also gives you the RGB color, that is how much red, green and blue is in this color and in every color. You can also get always with one of the many programs on the internet to the colors NCS, Sequence or RAL, which are the most used for the colors of the walls. If the program would only give you HEX codes, you don't have to worry. The color manufacturers will absolutely know how to convert them, or even there are plenty of converters on the internet. If a photo has struck you and makes you feel an emotion, easily also the colors captured will create it. Be aware, however, you have to know how to dose them. They cannot all be used in a random way. Neutral colors can be used with more lightness, but characterizing colors should be used as accent color in small to medium doses. And especially they have to be calmed and so emphasized by neutrals such as white. They serve to give character, but too much can then stew. If you are not sure how to do it, if you are afraid of making a mistake, you can always contact me. You can find my contacts in the description box below. If you loved the video, let me know with a thumb up, and your opinion is very important to me. And if you haven't done yet, remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss the next videos. See you soon. Bye.